Okay, guys, when you're ready, please.
David, before asking about the game, what's the situation with Areola?
He's fine. We just took precaution at half time and just made a decision to change him after the knock in the first half.
Was there any thought about taking him off immediately?
No, he was fine. Just we just felt when we spoke to him at half time, we just thought, why would we take the risk? That was all, really.
David, all things considered, how the team played as well for large parts of the match, do you think it's gone out flat at Man United?
Yeah, I do. I think I look at my last couple of performances. I didn't enjoy our draw against Bournemouth. I didn't think we played well enough. I didn't enjoy my point against Sheffield United. But I probably enjoyed my team's performance better today. I didn't enjoy the result. So that's why, when you grind out a point and you're not doing well, you just got to take it and move on. But I'm hoping that the performance today we can build on it. I thought we played much better today. I thought we made quite a few opportunities, and we just didn't quite have our shooting boots on to get us the chances. In truth, look, we beat Manchester United at the London Stadium. We may have played better today than we did at the London Stadium. So from that point of view, the first goal was disappointing because United hadn't really given us any problems at all. And we just get done with a wee bit of a turn and we let them shoot from the edge of the box, just about. So, and we started the second half poorly, which it wasn't meant to be that way. That's for sure.
Well, Emerson also had that chance.
Yeah, he did.
What was going through your mind after?
Well, when Emerson went through, I actually thought Jared should have kept his run going as well. I thought Jared was on the break with him, and I thought Jared should have kept going, which might have kept Martinez, who done a great job in sort of stopping Emo cutting in and kept the angle really tight, and it ended up the shot was from probably the corner of the 6-yard box, which was a poor one, to be fair, in the end. But I think he was a bit spooked by Martinez sort of shoveling. I just thought if Jared had gone harder and faster, there might have been a chance he could have played the ball square for Jared for a tap in. But anyway, it didn't happen. But we had the opportunities.
Neil?
Mr. Moyes, I have a question. Is Ogbonna still in your plans? Angelo?
Yeah, Angela's been a great servant for us. He's getting a bit older. He does a good job. We've got four centre halves really, and we keep using him when we need him. He's incredibly reliable for me. He's been one of the boys who I can rely on every week because he's such a good lad, and if I need to put him out, I can trust him.
In terms of the lone striker, I know it's mainly Jared, and sometimes you're interchanging between Jared and Mo, but is there anything you can going forward? Could start with Mo up front instead?
We could do. I actually thought Mo had done an awful lot of good things with Emo in the first half. I thought Mo and Emo had a combination. They got some joy down the side. But yeah, we could interchange. But as you well know, the ones who watch, we're struggling with the balance of our team at the moment. And I thought Ben Johnson was exceptional. As I said before, he's become a wee bit of a hybrid player, can play 2 or 3 different roles for us. And he played really well. But we're struggling with the balance at the moment to get probably players exactly where we want them. And it means that we're having to juggle around. We're looking for a solution. We've not been in the best of form probably for a month, but if you look at our form up until the 1st of January, before players went in the African nations or before we picked up injuries to Paqueta, we've certainly been this month or so fighting to try and get the right balance around the team. I think the Premier League at the moment, you can see the amount of injuries that have come at different clubs at different times in the season. I think there is a little bit of the Premier League where, and Manchester United, to be fair, are much better now that they've got Casemiro and Martinez back in their team. They probably have been struggling a bit earlier on because not having those players, they've made a huge difference to the team coming in. And we're a wee bit just lacking exactly the structure we want, but we're trying our hardest to get a team out which can get us results.
Now you have Aguerd, he's back from the AFCON. What did you make of his performance today?
I thought he'd done a lot of things good. There's always small details I've got with Naif that I want him to do better, and I think he is a player who's still getting used to the Premier League intensity, what's required as a centre half. Certainly at our club, who might have more defending to do at times. But I have to say, I'm pleased that he played. You know, he wasn't sure if he was 100% yesterday, but I made a decision to start him because he gives us a bit of more natural left-footed balance on the left and Kurt on the right, for example, or Dinas on the right. So I just felt that getting him back in the team was important.
1-on-1 time.
You talk about the balance in your team. You scored. You obviously, when Rama and Fulham, those deals were confirmed on Friday. Do you feel comfortable that you have the kind of resource in your squad to get that balance right?
Well, you would have said so today. You'd have said that probably we didn't get the result, but you'd have said that what we done today was good. There was nothing wrong with what we tried. It didn't look out of place. We're hoping that Paqueta's only a week or two away, so you might be not talking about it in 2 weeks' time. We might be talking about got Paqueta back and things look a lot better, and we'll get a lot more selection choices. Just happens that the offers we got were for the two players. The two players wanted to go badly, and because of that, then you get to a point as a manager and as a football club, as you're going to say, do we keep them just because we're going to do it? And both players, you have to remember, haven't had many minutes for the team. So there's part about trying to do the correct thing for the players as well, but also, if the players are saying they don't want to stay, they want to go, it's very hard to say no.
David, you mentioned Casemiro Martinez and improving Manchester United. What do they do to make it more difficult to play against?
Casemiro, I thought, headed every ball. I'm not surprised. You saw the chances he got from wide free kicks against Wolves the other day, and the opportunities. I thought his ability to head the ball and be in the right place. But I don't know if you have checked it. I think there's a penalty kick in the first half. I think Casemiro, and I use the word cupping. Cupping is when you put your two arms round. Football doesn't allow cupping, but it sounds like we can now do that because the referee didn't give any decision. Linesman, VAR didn't do any. So I'm going back to coach my players to cup, which would mean that players can't move, and that isn't our game. You're not allowed to do that in our game. So I was pretty disappointed we didn't get in the first half for that action. But Casemiro, I thought was, and Martinez, I think gives Manchester United a much greater deal of calmness on the ball and their build-up play. I think I don't know, not a specialist on Man United. I think it makes them look more comfortable.
Was that the Edson chance?
I think so, and I think the thing about it is we can have home, but if you put your two arms round, you can't go anywhere. You can't go anywhere. We don't do that. That's rugby. We don't do that in our sport. You have to hold people off with one arm. You have to be tight with one arm. You might have to keep them away. But in our sport, you're not allowed to go and grab them and say he's not going to move. That's not correct. Or if it is, then great. I hope I'll get the details and I'll coach our players to do that from our point of view.
David, I have a question. How do you think will Declan Rice be welcomed at the London Stadium on Sunday?
He should be welcomed incredibly well. He was a great player for us. We all miss him. He's a great boy. He's a top professional, and we certainly miss him. So I would hope that he'd be welcomed. But obviously, I've got a support who want us to win, and a manager who hopes Declan doesn't play well or doesn't play.
Okay, guys, thank you.
Cheers, lads.